Hey guys, Mat Creedon here. Welcome back to another Afterbath Session. Today we're doing something a little different. Normally we explore the microphones, the ambisonic field, the bowls and the frequencies and how the sound moves through your body. But today I want to shift focus. I want to talk about presence and what it is, how we enter it, and how it changed my life in ways I could never imagine. Before we get into the sound bath, I want to share a little bit about my story because presence doesn't just arrive out of nowhere. It formed through pressure, chaos, pain, and the longing for peace. So a little bit about my backstory. When I was young, I grew up with a brother who suffered and still suffers from schizophrenia. It was incredibly challenging for him and incredibly challenging for those around him. But strangely, he became one of my greatest teachers. From a very early age, I knew I wanted to be a musician. And when you're young, you don't consider whether it's a sensible choice. You just follow the spark. But for me, music wasn't just a dream. It was order, it was structure, and it was self-expression in a home filled with unpredictability. And so I practiced for hours every day, obsessively, joyfully, and relentlessly. And in my late teens, I discovered Transcendental Meditation. I did Transcendental Meditation twice a day, every day, and I've kept that up ever since. TM gave me inner stability. It helped me burn the candle at both ends and still show up steady, grounded, and emotionally calm. It was the practice that held me together during storms I didn't yet understand. When I got to my midlife awakening, an unexpected shift occurred. By my mid-40s, something began to shift. Despite everything I had done musically and professionally, I still felt unfulfilled, like I'd missed my own dreams. I was tired, emotionally drained, probably due for a midlife crisis. And that's exactly when The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle landed in my hands. When I finished that book, something inside me woke up. It was kind of like a metamorphosis. I became aware of the subtle energy rising. Time slowed, and the present moment expanded. My mind sharpened, but quietened at the same time, and I entered a state of bliss, a deep, still, euphoric awareness that has stayed with me to this day. People seeking healing began showing up in my life without me ever announcing anything. My social circle shifted, my work shifted, and I felt guided quite naturally into sound healing. No force, no pushing, just following the path that kept unfolding in front of me. And that's why I'm sharing this with you today, because presence is available to everyone. And the sound bath you're about to hear is one doorway into it. So how do we enter into presence? The first step is understanding the mind. The mind is a brilliant tool. It remembers the past, imagines the future, evaluates danger, and keeps us alive. But because the world is constantly changing and unpredictable, the mind often sees challenge as a threat. So it drags us into past events we can't change and future events that haven't happened. The mind isn't usually interested in the present moment because the present moment doesn't present a big enough problem to solve. But the truth is, the past and the future don't exist anywhere except in memory and imagination. A memory feels real until you look around the room and realize it isn't actually here. My mum has Alzheimer's, and for most of her life, she was severely allergic to chocolate, cheese, and tomatoes, and they'd give her terrible migraines. But now with the memory gone, she eats them freely with absolutely no reaction. It shows how profoundly the mind influences the body. Where the attention goes, energy flows. A friend once told me that most people who crash into trees do so because they stare at the tree. Their hands will always steer towards whatever their eyes are fixed on. Meditation works the same way. Thoughts are like the trees passing on the side of the road. The present moment, the sound, is the road ahead. When you meditate with a sound bath, focus on the sound. Let the thoughts drift by. Don't chase them. Don't fight them. Just breathe through whatever feelings arise. Some thoughts will be tempting, some will linger, and some will beg for attention. But beneath the thought is always a feeling. The feeling responds to breath. Breath is your anchor. Breath is your stability. Breath brings you back home. So what I'm going to share with you now is a short 6-minute mini sound bath. A lot of people tell me they'd meditate more if they didn't feel like it was such a big commitment. So I've created a 6-minute sound bath, a short, accessible meditation that gives you a taste of the stillness and resonance of the full session. I considered 9 minutes, but 6 is the perfect length. It's long enough to create a shift, short enough to feel effortless, and a complete mini journey. Ideal for busy days or quick resets. So after this teaching section, you'll hear a 6-minute mini sound bath preview. Let it soften you, open you, and bring you into your breath. Then when you feel ready, you can explore the full 1-hour sound bath. The link is waiting for you in the podcast description. So let's begin. Find a comfortable position. Let your breath settle. Let your body loosen. And let the sound guide you back into the present moment. The only moment that's ever truly real. Here is your 6-minute sound bath. Thank you for joining me in this Afterbath session. I hope this exploration of presence and the short sound bath you've just experienced brings you a little bit more peace, clarity, and spaciousness in your day. If you like the full 1 hour sound bath that's waiting for you in the podcast description, go there anytime you want the deeper journey. And as always, thank you for listening, for supporting the work, and for being a part of this beautiful community of seekers, musicians, meditators, and sound travelers. So until next time, take a breath, stay present, and I'll see you in the next Afterbath.